Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going over the Foxkit farm. Let us begin. Okay, so today we're going to be going over the Foxkit farm. This is a battle pet farm located on the Cataclysm zone of Tol Barad. Now you can get to this mainly with the portals from your capital city, so either Orgrimmar or Stormwind, and it's fairly easy in order to do. It's just a small little island. However, we're going to be farming up a particular different type of item right now. If we go into Worth It and we go into Battle Pets and we actually go to Open World, we can find an item called the Fox Kit. This battle pet sells for roughly around about 30 odd thousand gold and can only be farmed from the foxes on Tol Barad. Now, I took the liberty in order to compile a list of all of the possible locations for all of the different types of foxes, which I will actually be placing into the Discord under farmed info, which is basically where I can dump all of my different types of things from my videos instead of having to remember and put them into every single farming location. So you can just go straight to my Discord, which is in the description, and you can find it in farmed info, all of these different types of things. However, I'm going to just quickly add those in, and I did this as a nice little macro. However, there's so many of these that I actually need to add a load in and then recompile all of this, as there's quite a few in order to actually add into the actual map. So if I just do this, do that, and then add the last group of this, I am actually considering adding this into the Worth It guides once the rebuild is fully done, just for you guys, so you don't actually have to add any of this info in. I think that would be quite a nice way in order to do everything. That being said, once all of these are added into the actual zone, we can see where all of the possible foxes are. Now, what you're going to be wanting to do is just gain up in your mount form and have a look, see if a fox is up, and then slay it and see if you get a hold of the Fox Kit battle pet. Now, the drop chance for this particular battle pet is at a 0.1 drop chance, which is fairly low, though that is probably why the item sells for quite a hefty amount of gold overall. Now, this actual particular farm can be combined with herbalism, so you can actually increase the amount of gold you actually have by just herbing all of the herbs that are around there. You have different types of materials such as elementium, pyrite, Azshara's Veil, Cinderbloom, and that's about it if I remember right. That being said, what you're mainly going for is those foxes and taking them out for that 0.1% chance of getting this battle pet. And then selling this battle pet, in my personal opinion, actually isn't that bad. Now, it could vary for yourselves on how impatient you are, or also how long it actually takes to sell, how much you repost and all that jazz. But overall, in my opinion, of actually selling this battle pet, it's actually pretty solid for farming it up, as pretty much no one farms this battle pet up, and then selling it on the auction house is fairly good as well. Along with that, the Fox Kit battle pet is pretty standard, and you can actually sell it for pretty much a decent amount of gold overall. I predominantly like this particular farm due to the fact that there's no competition, along with, well, there's next to no competition because everyone forgets about it after about a week of farming it. And as such, I find it to be one of those particular farms that just works out really well in the grand scheme of things. But overall, I like to start off in my alliance area and make my way all the way around, going up and around, and then following it back and then going out through this bridge here for this particular farm. Now, overall, it's one of those farms where it's heavily RNG based. However, the only caveat is that you have to find the foxes, which are very small in the grand scheme of things, hence why I like to use the TomTom waypoints in order to actually find where the actual foxes are spawning and then taking them out, because they're actually quite hard to actually see. Other than that, in about an hour's worth of farming, you should probably be able to have the battle pets. There's only been a couple of instances where I've only ever got it on the second hour, not the first, so just bear that one in mind, as you may not get lucky with your RNG. But overall, for me, I've been able to get it pretty much once every hour, but that is if you can stay continuous with your farming and all of that jazz. Other than that, that is the Foxkit Battle Pet Farm. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I would love it if you guys checked out the Patreon, where you can find my TSM profile and a load of additional resources, which is all available to my Patreons. Other than that, guys, have an awesome rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.